If you've been in business for a while, but your business feels heavier than it should, things still feel hard at this point, it maybe feels messy and chaotic behind the scenes, even if it looks functional on the outside, then this video is for you. We're going to be diving into why this might be happening and what you can do about it. If you don't know me, my name is Kayla Droog, and I guide service-based business owners in creating simple, sustainable structure behind the scenes so their business doesn't depend on them operating at 100% capacity every day in order for it to function. So, if your business has been feeling heavy and overwhelming behind the scenes, maybe things fall apart when you get sick or you need to take some time off. Or maybe if you are not actively doing things every day, it starts to shut down and not run without you. If you have a launch or a promotional period where a bunch of new clients come in at once, or something big and sudden happens and things get busy, all of a sudden you feel like you can't keep up because too many things are depending on you. If things feel heavier than they should at this stage in your business, you're not a newbie anymore. You've been doing this for a while. You have success with your clients. You know what to do. Why is it still a struggle? Well, let me let you in on a little secret. It's not you. You are not the problem. The problem is that you likely don't have enough structure or the right structure behind the scenes in your business to support you. So a lot of people that I talk to who are at this stage of their business feel like they must be the problem. Maybe they just need more discipline. They need something that is going to get them motivated to follow through on things every day, or they need better time management skills so that they can get more things done. But what I really see in a lot of these cases is that the way their business is set up and structured, too many of the day-to-day tasks depend on them to do it. So this might look like marketing only happening when you are on every day, or client tasks requiring constant energy, constant supervision, constantly answering emails. And the problem with this is that if you're not there to do it, if you're not there every day, moving things forward, keeping track of everything, making sure that everything is actually happening, it starts to fall apart without you. And that is not a sustainable structure for your business. You either need things that can run without you, or processes that other people can follow on your behalf so that it doesn't all depend on you and you don't become the bottleneck. And it doesn't require your full energy all day, every day. So when people are experiencing this, what I typically see is that they look for one of two things. They either look for some sort of new tool or tech platform that is going to streamline things, make it easier, maybe add some automation and take some of these things off their plate. Or they look for some sort of new course or strategy or coaching program or something like that that is going to tell them what they are doing wrong and what to do differently. And neither of these things are bad. Both of these things can be helpful and can move you forward in your business. But if you don't have a plan going into these things, if you don't have a goal for what you're trying to create, and I mean beyond just, I want things to feel better and easier, or I want to make more money, or I want to work less hours. Those are all good goals and those are fine. But we need to be going into new tools and new strategies with a plan. How does this support my business? How does this support my brain and the way that I work on a day-to-day basis? Because let me tell you, I have bought and looked at and tried to implement so many tools and strategies that did not work for the way that I do things. So, for example, if I try to implement a marketing strategy that requires a lot of my energy and requires me to be on and interacting with strangers on the internet all day, every day, that's not going to work for me. It's not a bad strategy, but it doesn't match my energy and my way of doing things. So it is not going to be sustainable for me personally. So before you buy some sort of new fancy tech toy, or before you invest in a course or a program or something like that, I invite you to consider if this is something that is designed for the way that you like to do things, for the amount of energy and capacity that you have on a regular basis. Not your best day, not your ideal day, not the person that you want to magically become tomorrow, but on your average day, the way that you are able to show up in your business. Is this a strategy that is going to be realistic for you? Is this a tool that you're actually going to have the time to learn and set up, and you're actually going to use it consistently? Because if the answer to those questions is no, this is not the thing for you. And when you can approach things with a plan and focus on the structure and the foundation of your business first, and then look for tools and strategies that are going to support that, you're going to have a lot more success and a lot more momentum. So if you are looking to create more structure in your business, especially structure that does not rely on you every day, here is one quick step that you can start with. If you have a day where you have less capacity, availability, energy than normal, or you're not feeling well, or something like that, what is the first thing that falls apart? The first thing that gets dropped? So identify that, write it down maybe, and then think about what would it look like in an ideal situation where that thing didn't depend on you. So can you picture a way that that could be automated, or a way that that could be standardized so it could be passed off to somebody else, or a way that you could change how you approach this thing so that it is easier for you to follow through when you have lower energy or capacity? You don't have to be able to answer that question right now, but just start thinking about it, because that is the first step to moving forward and actually making structural change in your business. Figuring out how to get out of overwhelm and get unstuck when things are feeling messy and chaotic in your business is something that I have been thinking about a lot lately. This is something that I encounter with a lot of business owners, and it is not always visible from the outside. A lot of these businesses seem functional and successful on the outside, but on the inside, people are struggling with these feelings. They're feeling overwhelmed. They're feeling ashamed. They're feeling like they're behind or something is wrong with them because they got to this point. And I have been thinking about how this is such a common feeling, and 99% of the people that I talk to who are in this situation are not as stuck or behind as they think they are. And so I have been thinking about ways to reach more of these people and help more of these people. So if this is you, if these are feelings that you have been struggling with, I am creating something just for you to help you out of this situation and to help you start moving forward and feeling better in your business again. So make sure that you tune in next week for that, and I will tell you more about what that's all about. In the meantime, if you have questions about anything in this video, please share them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you know someone who would benefit from this, please share it with them. I will see you soon.